like this? Like this?
Surprise, we're live. Goodness gracious, we are live. Oh boy. Let's get our music going here. Guys, as usual, this is always Simi Peach Boy radio stream. Give me just a moment. We're going to have to do some investigating. Live, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the first real investigation station that we have done tonight. First real investigation station we've done at all. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going through some goofs, some gaffes, some very interesting mysteries. The link, as always, is pinned in the chat. If you guys have a mystery you want me to look into, post it up on the Discord. Hop on in. I'll invite you to the show call and we'll have a good time. Now, we are short some members tonight, unfortunately. Hopefully they will be making an appearance very soon. But until then, we've got some mysteries to solve. We got some mysteries to solve right here. I was hoping and praying that we would have been able to grab a couple of the pictures from Kash Patel's FBI hack. We'll see about that later on in the show tonight. We'll see about that. Who we got in the chat right now? Old Buddhist Priest, of course. He'll be showing up later soon. Thanks for showing into the chat. Appreciate that. Count Lemon is here as well. A classic, a staple of our Peach Boy streams here. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off on a nice easy one, nice easy going, a little comical, but I'll show you how this all ties together into some darker stuff going forward. First on the docket for tonight is the Bigger Luke theory, the BL theory. So, basically, as you can see here, the gist of it is that there are two Luke Skywalkers. Let's get rid of this OBS here. Don't look at that. There's some sensitive information on there. The going theory is that there are two Luke Skywalkers throughout the original trilogy, the original Star Wars trilogy. There are two Luke Skywalkers, one being referred to as Bigger Luke and the other being referred to as Luke Prime, or Prime Luke, I guess. And this is gauged through many different means, but mostly through height height measurements, specifically within relation to Han Solo. However, there is apparently, now I'm actually seeing this now, this is probably the most in-depth that I've been able to get on this specific theory. Nobody talks about this one. The people don't talk about this one as much, but I'll tell you how this ties in quite possibly to our to the theory known as Paul is dead. We'll go through that in just a minute, but here's the basic gist of it. Apparently, okay, so there's two. I'm going to add a third one in here, but there have been many elaborate theories as to why there exists a larger version of Luke Skywalker in the original Star Wars films. However, most theories fall into two general categories. The canon Luke hypothesis, sometimes simply the bigger Luke hypothesis, in which it is theorized that within the Star Wars universe and canon, there does indeed exist a version of Luke Skywalker that is slightly larger than a hoisted regular Luke Skywalker or Luke Prime. This also falls into the category of the canon theory, so this is more in line with how the movies and books portray the character, and that there is a clone of Luke that is, in fact, taller than regular Luke or Luke Prime, which is, and so that's all fine and good. That's all fine and good, and works for our purposes, supposedly. But the other one, the Hamill hypothesis, in which it is theorized that there exists an uncredited Mark Hamill lookalike who was used in certain scenes of the original trilogy for undisclosed reasons, and whose identity is yet to be determined. So there is a gap with this one, unlike how there's no gap with the Paul is dead theory. The guy who poses currently as Paul McCartney has a name, he has a face, and was chosen based on a lookalike contest that the MI5 held post Paul McCartney's death. So my theory falls in line with the Hamill hypothesis, but it goes a little bit darker. We'll get to that in just a second. So our visual evidence here, as you can see, this is Han Solo is much taller than Luke, and that's here's them side by side with Luke being a little farther back than where Han is, and then here they are a little bit closer, where you can see there's a good inch or two that Harrison Ford has on Mark Hamill. Evidence for the existence of bigger Luke is scattered throughout the original Star Wars films, predominantly, or at least most well documented, in A New Hope, which is important to my theory later. If one were to juxtapose multiple scenes containing both Luke Skywalker and Han Solo standing up in the same frame, one would be able to discern the existence of a slightly larger version of Luke Skywalker, dubbed the titular bigger Luke. It is genuinely agreed that bigger Luke is approximately 2 to 3 centimeters or an inch taller than regular Luke, but disagreements as to the exact height discrepancy that exists tend to be muddled due to perspective and what is known as movie magic. It's the same reason that Daniel Radcliffe or Tom Cruise are able to look similarly heighted or taller than they actually are in real life in relation to other actors on set. Where are we at? So this is all the canon stuff. So, oh boy. Well, so it is believed by supporters of the canon Luke hypothesis that Obi-Wan's line shortly after Luke succeeds in blocking the training remote shot is evidence of Obi-Wan's knowledge of there being a larger Luke Skywalker. All right, so that's... Damn it. So that one's funny. That one's a bit of funny. And then there's, a little short for a stormtrooper. These are lines that lend credence to the idea, more in a predictive programming type way, but irregardless, this is, there's the people who... there's people who believe in a lot of this. Now, my personal idea of this comes up. Let me see. Mark Hamill. My personal problem with a lot of this, yes, we're going to go to Mark Hamill's car accident. So, post-filming of Star Wars, pre-filming of the Star Wars Holiday Special, on January 11th, 1977, Mark Hamill was involved in a horrific car accident while driving at high speeds in California, which I don't know what it is about all these damn actors, but they tend to have a lot of really bad accidents while driving fast cars in California. Rest in peace to our good friend Vince, what's his last name? It's something crazy, but the guy who did Call of Duty, he recently passed away in a very similar incident. Same with our good buddy James Dean, who passed away in a very high-speed car accident. Now, Mark Hamill, let's go. Star Wars release date 1977, because it's going to get muddled. We got new Star Wars movies coming out this year, guys. It's going to bomb really hard. But let's see. So our first... Thank you, Search Assist. Yeah, so, yes, on May 25th. Really? Is it May? I thought it was earlier in May. But Star Wars, the first one, A New Hope before it was called that, was released... Star Wars release date 1976. I don't remember that. But anyway, so the movie was released on May 25th, 1977, and principal photography got wrapped up, I believe, in 76, early or later on in 76. And Mark Hamill had his horrific car accident on January 11th, making, kind of just ruining George Lucas's overall plans for a trilogy, or so he says at the time. Now, let's get into the list of Star Wars films. We'll get release dates for all of them. And Star Wars Holiday Special release. When did this release, right? Let's take a look. Because specifically, this was probably the only mention of this ever happening. Mark Hamill was involved with the holiday special, or at least so we were told, right? He was involved with the filming of the holiday special. Looks like it came out 2 years later in 1978. During this time, Mark Hamill was involved. Luke Skywalker. I don't know why I put a space between Sky and Walker. That was silly of me. During this, he was still undergoing a lot of different surgeries and rehabilitation before the next set of films was set to, before the next film was set to start filming. Let's go into images here. We're going to see some freaky shit. If you guys haven't seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, oh, fantastic. We got a nice high-res image. At 56 by 600 is a very high-res image. So Luke was in this. This is a known fact. Luke was in fact involved with the holiday special. Why are they doing this to me? All right, here we go. This is what he looked like during the holiday special, right? Looks pretty regular, nothing too crazy going on here. But we'll go back. Mark Hamill. There's only one Mark Hamill. New Hope. We'll go Mark Hamill, New Hope. This will probably give us a decent image and something that will be quite shocking. Quite shocking. Why it's taking so long to load. I think they're cucking my internet slightly, but that's all right. So there are very clear differences in the Mark Hamill that we see here, right? This guy and this guy. One being, of course, the flatter hair, which, you know, I'm sure was also a factor with the crash, right? But very clear differences between this gentleman and this gentleman, right? This guy's got something weird going on with his eyes. His eyes are very, very blue, which this image has also enhanced his look here. Oh, here we go. Much better, right next to Leia. Where is it? There we go. This guy.
Yeah, I was right. Thought you safe in your vice while you stay content and run with dual knives. It's
so this guy and this guy are the same person, according to what is known as fact, right? According to fact, these two people are the same. So the reason that they gave for this was because he was going through a lot of facial surgery and reconstructive surgery while this was going on, because the car accident was so horrific. Now, I'm not here to make any sort of assumptions or claims that these two are in fact actually different, but Star Wars being such an insane success and being a very the phenomenon that it was, especially it being called Star Wars, right? It being the runaway phenomenon that it was, they could not just let this guy in the water simply because the lead actor got into some sort of car accident. Very similar to how in the Paul is Dead theory, MI5 was involved in replacing Paul McCartney, as he was the biggest heartthrob. He was the main pull of a lot of the Beatles. A lot of the Beatles fans, they centered their like around the Beatles, around Paul McCartney. Very similar to Star Wars, even though it could be argued that Han Solo was a much bigger pull, as he was a more established actor at the time. My theory, which isn't quite airtight, but it does hold water, is that they had to replace this guy after he died in his horrific car accident with this guy. And the bigger Luke theory also plays into this, as you can see, right? And a lot of these images are from A New Hope. It doesn't really, there's a couple things here. I don't know what this Lando crap is. Luke arrives as falls under attack by stormtroopers. He was being shot by this, lays his eyes on her here for the very first time and quickly loses interest. Oh, so they're saying that he's looking and he's like confused at Luke in the second one. Okay, so yeah, not too much in height discrepancy post A New Hope, right? Not much in the way of height discrepancy post A New Hope, which is after he supposedly, in my theory, right? This is after he had passed. So definitely something to think about, especially just considering how strange he looks here. And then also they had to do the whole Wampa attack scene in Empire because he was in a horrible car accident, still going through rehabilitative the processes and still having reconstructive surgery being done. And you can see in this next one, in the next film, let's go back up. Mark Hamill, New Hope. Let's go Mark Hamill, Empire Strikes Back. Oh yeah, no, it was just there. Oh damn. Versus Empire Strikes Back, yes. There's going to be, there's a lot to... Come on. And you can see that there is a difference between these two guys, and then what they say is that they blame this on reconstructive surgery. So it very well could be that the Mark Hamill we know today is the exact same. Here we go. Yeah, it's mentioned right here. The car accident. After Mark Hamill's car accident between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back, George Lucas didn't know if Hamill would be able to return to the series. He later explained that his backup plan would have been to have a cousin of Luke Skywalker come into the story to become the main character. Keep in mind, this is all before it was decided that Darth Vader would be his father, so very interesting how they're able to tie this all together. Very, very interesting indeed. Music's too loud? Thank you. Is it really? I'm just Just checking it. We're in the chat. What are you talking about? I'm in it. No. Get in the... No. There's a private chat now. There's a private chat. Get in the new one. I'll invite... here. Boom. Pow. Guys, get in here. What the hell are you doing? I'm in the middle of explaining my Luke is dead theory. Mark Hamill died. Get in here. Come in here. Okay, I guess we're going to the other one.
When I hit join, it doesn't actually take me.
He's in here.
I don't know what to tell you. Guys.
Whoa, calm down.
Okay. You calm down, you gosh darn son of a
Okay, I just got here.
All right, that's all right. Well, welcome, guys. You came right in the middle of my Mark Hamill is dead theory. What do you guys think about that so far?
Mark Hamill is dead to me either way, so I don't give a damn.
I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, he's a trained actor, but yeah, no,
he's a liar. He said he's Luke Skywalker, but he's really Mark Hamill.
I know, yeah.
The whole time.
He said that on the Muppet Show. I was unbelievably upset.
Yeah, he's a liar, dude. Don't believe him.
He's a damn liar.
Not gonna take it. Not gonna tolerate it anymore.
But that's so. It's not exactly airtight, but it is a watertight theory that people, whoever could have been involved with the production of Star Wars, it being such a big thing, you know, you can't really, I don't know, you can't really go in and assume that intelligence agencies don't already have their grubby little mitts inside the movie to begin with, especially with it being called Star Wars. A lot of the blasters and stuff were modeled after actual guns that existed at the time, specifically like the DL-44 Han Solo's blaster, along with others. Every time that they make one of these movies today, you know, they need to have a military producer involved who can say yes or no to whatever changes to the script need to be made. They have final say basically over everything because they hold so much power over the movie, right? Just with what is being portrayed on screen for such a low price.
With Star Wars, what they shot the movie with was World War II surplus.
Yes.
And they were able to acquire that without the need for government approval. It was just in mass surplus, so it was otherwise go to scrap if they wouldn't have bought it. But they had real Nazi uniforms. They had the belly guns of the B-24 bombers,
yes,
things like that to make the TIE fighters and stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, absolutely. My theory is that where are they getting a lot of this surplus from? You know, it's just like laying around.
Yeah, so they like the movie theaters after the war went over and bought this stuff at bargain prices. So they were able to acquire the actual Nazi uniforms, actual Nazi gear, things like that. They also ended up in like Israel when they first gained independence. They got a lot of the Nazi stuff after the war. They refitted that stuff.
Absolutely. But
yeah,
which I mean, even still just does lend credence to the theory. Even if this first one didn't have necessarily all of the clause in it that it needed to, it absolutely did with Empire Strikes Back. Absolutely, you can't just leave something like that. You can't just leave something like that and like hope that it succeeds or fails based on its own merits. To succeed in it, and everybody was going to go see it regardless. This is a huge opportunity for propaganda, irregardless, even if it was a quote-unquote like anti-Vietnam thing, even though the Vietnam War had been over for a little over 10 years at that point.
Yeah, it's a lot of World War II recycled propaganda.
Yes.
Revisited kind of stuff. So, like, I think there's a Nazi movie called Triumph of the Will.
Yes.
Where if you look at the New Hope, the medal ceremony, it's like verbatim, shot for shot with Triumph of the Will, where I think he takes Austria.
And then the Wookiee doesn't get a medal.
Yeah, but it's something like that scene.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. So my idea with it is that somebody had their mitts in it, and they were somebody with enough power to make something like this happen. To have somebody come in and replace a guy completely without anybody really knowing that they died.
Well, I think the thing to check specifically would be camera dimensions. Because that does change the seeming morphology of how the face is presented.
There is that, but it's like specific. It's like explicitly mentioned, like right here. It's the car accident is mentioned. There's this photo, obviously, which is genuinely horrifying, and this came out like 2 years after 1 year after the original. The following Christmas is when they released that holiday special, and then so on and so forth with the rest of the subsequent Star Wars films. So it's not exactly rock solid, but there is room for a reasonable doubt.
And the counter story is that he was in the car accident and he had some damage to his face and he got plastic surgery, maybe.
Yes, no, that's the story. That's what happened, right? And that's why they had to have the Wampa scene at the beginning of the beginning of Empire, and that's why they did. That's why he looks so freakish here in the holiday special, which was filmed before that principal photography for Empire took place.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That he's just in a car wreck and he had some facial stuff.
Right.
Because they didn't have airbags, right? So you'd slam your face on some shit.
Well, even still, he's going like Paul Walker speeds, right? He's going mad fast in his little hot rod that he bought.
Forgot about him.
Sure.
Yeah, I did. I also forgot about him. So, that's really the long and short of it for my side of the bigger Luke theory. We'll come back to that maybe at some point. But that leads me. Speaking of intelligence agencies, that leads me into my next point here, which is Tom King. Are you guys familiar? Are you guys comic book guys?
Not particularly. I like the Punisher, kind of.
Punisher's cool.
I'm familiar with some.
So he's a big time new. Also, nice head there. He's a new time comic book writer. He got big off of his Batman stories, and he also wrote. He did write some Mr. Miracle series, a mini-series, I believe, but nothing else other than right here, early life. Also,
scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, Oive. But here, his career.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah. So there's that, which is already interesting. Oh no, and he also wrote Grayson. Oh fuck, this is where the Nightwing supposedly died. He died. He faked his death and became like a secret agent. So that's funny. So his history before he was a comic book writer, he joined. He joined a CIA counterterrorism unit after 9/11.
Right.
So basically, the long and short of it is that any story that this guy specifically touches is
Jewified.
Is what?
Jewified.
More like it's an actual psyop, and so a lot of I forget where I read this, but I remember I read that a lot of his counterterrorism work was subverting right wing counterterrorism.
Yeah, it was probably setting up people to take the fall and look bad.
Exactly. So that's really that my whole thing with it, because it says that he quit, but you don't.
Yeah, that's why it's good to remember to go back to these guys and remember how big of scumbags they are.
Well, yeah, that, and just like it's like the gang, right? It's like the mafia. You don't ever.
Well, when you remember, like, these guys will say anything. They'll do anything. Yeah, they're sick, sociopath.
And which leads to my wider my wider theory about comic books, or at least modern comics on the whole, which is that all of it, especially nowadays, all of it has been co-opted as a psyop, and the fact that they're able to have this guy be just out and about like he is, being an ex-CIA agent, is indicative of a larger problem, which is just no good. No good, especially just for me, because I like he also did Vision stuff. This guy.
Yeah, they'll have to align with the message and the narrative and be on point with the ideology, right? And then they have to close out what that does is you have to be in league with it. And then what happens inevitably is the tastemakers come around and try and push you into a certain point, and then try and gain control of you.
Mm-hmm. It's just more the it's more the idea that, like, the whole thing has been completely co-opted, so that the original may have been at least of in good faith. The originals, the original comic book people, may have at least done this in good faith, but largely not. Largely probably not. At least now, in its current form, all of this exists as a psyop, specifically to attack people. It's part of the culture war, specifically to attack people who liked this stuff previously, and to change their opinions or change their minds about this, that, or the other, whatever they see fit. So, again, not exactly rock solid, but definitely has a lot of credence to be lent to it, and it holds water.
I'm rock solid. Let's go.
Hell yeah. There we go. Well, that does it, I guess.
It does it for you. Okay, close your yap already. Jeez Louise.
Well, we're closing it off. Buddha, you've got the floor now, so now it's...
Okay, now I'm going to do a roundhouse kick.
Do us a roundhouse kick.
No.
What's up?
And turn down your like a ghost.
On the camera's buff.
Yeah.
So this is as good as it gets.
It's as bad as it gets too, probably.
Well, it can get worse. It can always get worse.
How could it get worse? Turn off. Oh, there you go. See, it looks fixed. What do you got for a light? What do you got natural light going on?
My lighting here, my ceiling lamp, and then it's also probably the glare off of my computer. So.
Oh, yeah, you can change the tone of your computer.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Jeez.
I have to go into the...
You're not going anywhere, dude. You're not going into triple digit.
Oh,
watch. There you go. Okay, that's better.
Yeah. Yeah. Just turn on...
You got the camera. You're already using it. So you want to show your face so people can connect with you.
This is my webcam.
Yeah.
Is that your...
I'm gonna stay anonymous. That's what I do. NASA. That's who. If you want to see my camera, you gotta get NASA on it.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your topic, Booty?
Whoa. Listen.
You got links?
We're gonna. I think last week we were talking about. You know what the most valuable health is? Preventative health. In terms of investment of your time and focus and learning things about your health and well-being and holistic shit.
Yes.
Preventative health. Think about that, okay?
Okay.
And then when it comes to like exercise and stuff, recovery is, if you think about that as like your central hub of like your wheel that turns around everything.
Sure.
It's the quality of your recovery. So things like sleep, things like nutrition, things like recovery time, and therapies like hot cold treatment, things like that, electric stem, stuff like that, or spas and stuff. So I think those are things that help you recover from like lactic acid, and then they shorten your recovery time, right?
Right.
So if you get really good at that, then what happens is when you go into the gym, what you're doing is you're breaking down the muscles, right?
Yeah.
So that they can build back stronger. But you got to give them the time and the nutrition to build back stronger.
Absolutely. Right. This
I
is
love
the reason
nutrition.
why a lot of bodybuilders would take like date rape drugs and things like that, so they would get better sleep to increase their recovery process, even though they're already mad juicing.
I feel
Yeah,
we should
so
be doing, like,
in addition to just sleeping, what they're doing is trying to drop their cortisol levels. And what that does is it helps raise their testosterone. It keeps your testosterone level up.
Are you alright there?
Yeah, so lactic acid, there's a few things about training with lactic acid. Your body can metabolize lactic acid, and it's a matter of training. And then your body is also, you can train it to recover, like cycle through your lactic acid stores in your muscles and your liver.
How would one go about that?
So you know what ATP is?
Yes.
Not exactly.
Adrenotriphosphate. So it's a 3-headed phosphate. It stores in the liver and in the muscles. What it acts like is a fuse. If you think about like muscles, like their fibers are sitting beside each other, right?
Yeah.
And when you fire your muscle fibers, they act like a lattice that extend or like contracts and pull, like shortens the muscle length, right?
Okay.
And so in between the muscle and those like those little levers will rest these stores of ATP, and when your body fires them, they have a chance of breaking down, or they break down essentially, because that's where the immediate caloric store is in the ATP. So your body fires it, and then it becomes ADP, or lactic acid. Okay.
ADP. Okay.
Yeah, so it becomes a diphosphate, so it becomes 2-headed, right? So what happens is when that electrolyte transfers the message to shorten or contract, it fires it like a fuse, and then it burns the fuse, and then the fuse needs replaced. But the fuse is also, think of it more like energy, store of energy, of immediate energy. And so like there's two ways for a muscle to fire. There's the aerobic and the anaerobic. The anaerobic is the immediate one, and the aerobic is the one that uses O2 and the Krebs cycle. Right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. Let's see, where were we? So in your liver, you've got a store of ATP and just regular phosphates. And as your ADP cycles back through your blood into your liver will attach a phosphate back to it and cycle it back into it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Through the blood. So you can look up ATP and then phosphates. But there's ways to train your body to metabolize ADP, right? So there's ways. So like when you have a buildup of ADP, your body will feel a burn in your muscle. So like you're a runner, so you've definitely felt the burn.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that's what that is a buildup of ADP.
Yes.
And if you train your body well, you can train your body to metabolize that. And so you probably like, you know, you've probably felt like a plateau, and then all of a sudden you've like hit like a runner high, and then you've like burst through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that like sudden burst, and it's like, kind of like where you don't. It's all like you feel the burn, and then all of a sudden you don't feel the burn.
Right.
Yeah, it's when your body starts to remetabolize the ADP.
Interesting. So, what's the solution, I guess, for runners and lifters? It's just to work through the initial pain until your body.
Well, it's it's to do what I call ATP training. So you'll get on a one of those like hurricane bikes, you know, the standing bikes.
Yeah.
And go for like you'll go for like say 15 seconds, and you give yourself a 45-second break, and then do another 15 seconds. But when you're doing these 15 seconds, you're going as hard as you possibly can, right? So you're like standing up on the bike, and you're like pushing, the arm pedals too.
Okay.
So it's like, if you look up, I think it's a standing bike.
Right, it's just something that's going to react to how much pressure you're putting into it. You could probably do the same effect with like a rower, or doing like a 2x6 or 6x2 sprints or whatever on a track.
Yeah, it'll have some resistance. So it'll have like a fan in it. So it is like, the harder you push it, the more it'll resist.
Yeah. I've used
so that's what you want to do. So you do something like that, and you want to use your upper body too. You don't want to just like focus solely on your legs pumping. You want to push your arms as well, as hard as you can. So it's to train your entire body to metabolize. So that's your liver as well, because your liver will also like become more efficient at processing this stuff.
Okay.
So anyway, so you're like doing this like 15 seconds, 45-second breaks, right? You're recovering, or even like a minute break. And then like you'll build up to like 30 seconds, and then all the way to a minute, right? And then you like, when you're doing like a minute, you're like taking 2-minute breaks, and then go 1 minute. But when you're doing this minute, like you're gonna be like fatigued, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're in your break, what you're doing is you're still moving. So like when you're on this incumbent bike, you can sit down in your break mode and just move your arms and legs as slow as you can. But what you're doing when you're moving them slow is you're trying to cycle through your blood.
Yeah.
To recover your ATP in your blood. So that's why you need to you keep moving your arms and legs.
Okay, yeah. So just making sure that blood is still flowing through those areas so that you're able to get everything back towards your liver eventually.
Yeah, so you're getting everything to your liver and back to your muscles.
Okay.
Isn't this the whole premise of HIIT exercises?
HIIT.
Oh, well, high intensity training is can be a little bit different. It's training to fatigue in high intensity training. It's more muscle fatiguing. And then once you fatigue the muscle, you'll stretch out these muscle fibers, and then you need to recover with proteins.
So drinking a cup of animal blood is probably the way to go.
Yeah, probably not. I think that guy went nutty. He probably got too many damn worms in his brain at this point, I think.
Who's the guy?
What, Liver King?
I never heard about him drinking the blood.
Well, he was eating the raw stuff. And the raw stuff has worms in it. I can tell you that.
Yeah, most likely. Well, I definitely know you shouldn't be eating raw pork.
Well, he was doing it. He was doing it with, like, I think cow liver or something.
Bacon.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely like just not being hygienic about it, and I think people don't appreciate how many worms are in things these days.
I don't like the worms. Yeah, I can say from personal.
Worms that. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, the other thing we were talking about was the barefoot running.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like hippie. But I fucked my foot up because I stepped on a metal disc and cut into, I think, my nerve, and I don't know if it's ever going to go back to feeling right. Either the way they sewed it up is weird, or the nerve did something weird. But now it's like that foot leg is just permanently weird.
Generally speaking, with like injuries, like keeping moving, like walking at least helps. But
I prefer being barefoot and run. Like I think the grass.
Yeah.
You don't step on a needle.
Really, if you can find a track to do it, or a field, like even if you find the high school football field.
Is that playing in the background? Can you hear that?
But the benefit is like strengthening your feet, but also just increasing your sensitivity. So it reduces your shock impact on your lower back, all the way from your lower back to the balls of your feet. You're basically increasing your sensitivity. And then like things like Vlad said with his cut, like there's like a skill to develop, and essentially what you're gonna do is like pick up rocks in the palm of your foot, like in the ball of your foot.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna try and pick them up and then just drop them like a foot over or whatever. So you're basically just kind of like balling it with the ball of your foot.
You know how you're left-handed and right-handed? Mm-hmm. I used to be right-footed, and like I could pick up pretty much anything with my right foot and just put it in my hand without like having to bend over. But I can't do that anymore. I don't have that control over that. That's the one.
But that's generally the skill, because what you're doing, like when you step on something barefoot, is you're rolling your foot off of it. So, like I said, you increase your sensitivity, right? So when you feel something, you're gonna just transfer your weight over. I think it's a skill of like feeling sensitive stuff and then just moving.
I agree with you, but I do think they sewed it up weird when they sewed it up, and it feels like, I don't know.
Yeah, that sucks.
Different.
Well,
I don't know.
It's been almost like 2 years since that happened, so you probably be able to.
2 years? Wait, you remember when that happened?
I do remember when that happened. I remember you wouldn't shut up about it.
Oh yeah, I was hopping around and hobbling like a fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have no memory. Holy shit.
That's not good.
Well, you know what's funny? That actually predates me ever smoking, because I think when I hit my head on a concrete, I think there's a story behind
that. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Mom was playing basketball with you as an infant.
No, me and my buddy, what we did, we'd go out to his garage and he had this big speaker out there, and we listened to mandatory Metallica at 10 p.m. all the time. They stopped doing it. But we'd go out there, or we were out there it was like, it wasn't even dark out. It was like, this is evening, and we're fucking around with his garage door. He didn't have a button on it. It didn't work, so he had to lick his finger and make an electric connection between the two things.
Oh my god.
He's like, yeah, that's how he did it. He taught me how to do it, and we just did it that way. I don't know how it worked, but it didn't kill nobody. It just worked. But yeah, he would turn it on, and then he would go and grab onto it, and he would say, look, and he would dangle from the ceiling. I was like, I want to do that. So then he turned it on, and I held on, but I had a shitty little pussy video gamer grip. And I fell. Hit the back of my head on his garage door.
Man, boy, I tell you what, I hit the head on the back of I hit the head. I hit my head on the back of when he did out the garage door, man. I can't hear no thing. I can't remember nothing no more.
Oh yeah, and then the other thing is like the intermediate is the thin shoes.
Yeah, that's are we talking barefoot shoes, or can I just like get like a regular like a Nike Pre-Montreals or something and work in those?
There's like an Amazon cheap brand, and they're like $20. You can take out the thin soles and make them even like 0.7 millimeters.
Yeah, that's what I would prefer. There's just where I live, there's a lot of homeless people around where I live, so I don't trust my bare foot on the soil.
Yeah, so you might want a little thicker one. And they make ones where the toes aren't separate, so you can't get shit between your toes.
That'd be nice.
You know what's funny? I used to have stupid toe shoes, because back when when I met Skunk Fracker, I don't know if you know him, I met him in middle school in South Carolina. And he was like born and raised there, and I just moved there. and we were riding our bikes or walking around at night at one time. We just liked to walk around because I lived in an apartment complex kind of on the edge.
Yeah.
And they had a great little woods back there, but we was walking around at night. We went up and climbed. We went up and climbed up on a damn. They had there's a Target right there. We walked up behind the Target and their shit was unlocked. We're like, hey, let's climb up on there. So we climbed up on the Target. We were walking around. We saw a shooting star up there. It's pretty cool. And then we saw some kid, or we were about to come down. Some kids pulled up on their bike, and they had just been up in the store, like Best Buy. They had bought like
order me a pair, will you?
GTA 4 or some shit. I don't know what they bought, but they bought some PlayStation game. And then it was like these little blonde-headed kids.
What are you talking about?
They climbed up on
the barefoot shoes come into this?
Where's the barefoot?
We were wearing. Well,
okay, stop interrupting my barefoot shoe talk.
now you're going right back to the barefoot shoes.
Well, yeah, boy, I ran up on a possum with my shotgun. I tell you what,
they came up. They left their bikes. They came up. The cops saw the bikes. Cops came up and saw who was up there. And me and Skunk Cracker got busted with toe shoes on.
Yeah, with toe shoes.
Yes, so I had to walk through. They walked our. They had to pull us down through the store and through the manager's office, and I had to walk around in public with toe shoes on. It was so miserable.
All right. Thank you, Vlad. Okay. So preventative health, do barefoot runs. Trade.
And then the other thing we were talking about nutrition with the preventative health.
Yeah.
So your hack was the kosher food.
That was just what I have for now.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
You know what what I love with the kosher is the Kadem, the Concord grape juice.
Oh yeah, I do love some kosher grape juice. It is really tasty.
And then I love those crackers too, the Makowitz or whatever it is.
Oh, the matzah crackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, matzah crackers are pretty tasty also.
Yeah, so with those thin soles, you can take out. They come with a thin sole insole, but you can pull them out as well and make them even thinner.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be ideal. I would like at least some type of covering on my feet before running on any soil here.
Yeah.
Where I live.
Yeah, and yeah, don't worry about those toe ones.
The toes.
Yeah, don't go with the Vibrams.
Vibram
or whatever it is.
I think that was actually the first thing that came up here.
Well, if you're looking for toe shoes, if you say toe shoes, it'll come up with Vibram.
Vibro barefoot.
Yeah.
Minimalist footwear. Yeah, this is
Yeah, minimal footwear. That's another key term.
Can you speak to any of these personally? You own these?
Yeah, I've the one I sent you, the link. I own a number of those.
Oh, okay.
You can see the soles are kind of relatively the same, but they're real thin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can get all kinds of different styles, just whatever you want.
Okay. Oh wow, look at that. They're only $200.
200.
Holy shit.
You see how many different styles they got?
Yeah, they do some nice ones. They're stylish at least.
Yeah, they're only $20 too.
Not these.
Depending on the style.
I guess, yeah. $20 would be nice.
But yeah, I've got one currently like this.
Okay. How long do these last you? How many miles would you say these last you?
I'm wearing mine for 6 months.
6 months? Okay, that's
yeah,
not bad.
But, I mean, like, just go through them and, like, if you've got a few pairs of them, then they'll recover. You know, they'll kind of bounce back, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, six months. That's a good, test run for any shoe. I had my last ones for about 8 months, but they're nice, thick Hawker shoes.
Yeah, look at the light colored ones with the orange or like the tan soles. They're like extra thick.
Extra thick. Okay. I'll have to look into those. Yeah, I'm gonna save this
on that link that I sent you.
Where did you send it?
I sent it to you directly.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, perfect.
Find it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it. Oh man, excuse me. On Amazon here. Oh yeah, these were the ones that came up when I was looking up barefoot shoes.
Yeah, and then if you go else, you'll see how many ones. But yeah, I find the orange, like the court color ones, I guess.
Oh, these the white orange with the blue accents.
The white ones or the purple ones. They have the orange sole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are a little bit thicker than the regular one.
Okay, I'll definitely. Yeah, $20. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's easy to try, right? I mean, I think even with Amazon you can return them.
Gross.
Right?
Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, no, that's good though.
I think you can exchange some of them sometimes. If there's anything wrong. I've never had anything wrong with them. I've had 4 or 5 pairs of them now.
I'll have to look into these.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that, and you said what was your nutrition bit?
I was mentioning your little hack with the kosher stuff for health and purity of food, and then the other one is just understanding what nutrition is or what good nutrition is, which is understanding the breakdown of nutrients.
Yeah.
So carbohydrate, protein, fat, ethanol, and then minerals and water.
Minerals
and vitamins.
Okay.
Those are all the things that you can eat. Your body knows what to do with.
Okay. That works for me. That's kind of where I've been after recently.
If you put in other things, your body might not know what to do with them. So microplastics might end up in any old place.
No, absolutely. I have a similar theory about how sugar-free stuff, like a Diet Coke, all the aspartame and the other stuff that's in there, your body's still going to process it as a sugar. It's not going to.
What it does specifically is it allows it to transfer to the brain.
No.
I'm a stevia enjoyer.
So yeah, stevia. So the brain reads it as sugar, and then it sends it into the brain because the brain gets priority on nutrients.
Right. Yeah.
So, and then it gets in the brain, and then it has its little weird way.
What does it do? What does it do to the brain? Aspartame, stevia.
It can just make novel connections.
Okay. Would you think that results in cancer more often than not?
I think it results in something. I think what's happening is it ends up in all over the body, and it just has weird effects in different parts of the body.
Yeah, that's because it's not something we're supposed to be consuming.
Yeah, well, the body doesn't know how to process it, so it ends up in these sensitive parts of the body, and ends up clogging capillaries or mixing with some specific focused biochemical process, and developing ultimately into some sort of cancerous whatever.
Sure. Now we had a small discussion about this before, where I had made the point it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. It's pretty easy to produce, and it also kills the consumer. So there's 2 benefits that any supposed
Can you hear that?
Supposed what?
Just make sure. I don't know. I want you to hear the guitar. So if you do,
no, we can't. No, it's all right. Thank you. But But my thing with that, you responded by saying that it wasn't particularly easy to produce, which kind of removes my my other prong from it. Do you have anything to speak to on that?
On what?
About corn syrups and like other sugar alternatives.
Oh, right. In the 80s, they knew that corn syrup was much more addictive. They knew that from mice studies, and they knew that over time, corn syrup would rewire the brain in shortened pathways. So it's basically like more like primal hunter seeker kind of like base.
Yeah.
Motivator instead of higher functioning brain stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, and they've known that since the 80s. I was told that by my forced to retire home ec teacher. She played this video about sugar tariffs. And sugar tariffs have like it was literally the only thing we had a tariff on for like decades until Trump.
Interesting.
And a very specific small group of elites, if you can guess who owned all of that monopoly in sugar.
Okay.
But other than that and a subsidy to produce corn made sugar feasible to make in corn syrup because it's always been more expensive to make than cane sugar.
Really? So it's just the fact that the corn is just more available here in the U.S.
It's because the government, what a subsidy is, you know what a subsidy is?
Yeah.
Okay, so the government pays the farmer to grow a crop, and then they can sell still, but they get like underwritten in a way.
Right. Yeah. The same thing with like the cheese. All the cheese, the government.
Or the fake cheese, or what they're calling cheese, which is like bacteria, mold.
Yeah. Cheese product, yeah.
Yeah.
Product.
Velveeta.
Smells Vita.
I hate that shit.
Smell my Vita.
Smell my Vita.
But yeah, so cane sugar is much better. If you want to drink soda, drink Mexican sodas or...
So that is real.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like go down to the Mexican store and get a Mexican soda, you'll tell right away. You'll be like, oh wow, what is that?
What do you think of monk's fruit?
Monk's fruit?
As a sweetener, yeah.
He's
or
a monk.
coconut
You're
sugar.
a monk, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm all about organic sweeteners.
It's fine, like, and then there's things like turbinado. So sugars, right? They're carbohydrates, right?
Yeah.
And not all sugars are the same, right? So you have simple sugars and then you have complex sugars, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So complex sugars, when you introduce them in the body, the liver can hold on to them for like up to 2 hours before it has to like cycle through with insulin and pass it through the kidneys out the body. When you give your body complex sugars, you give your body more options in terms of what it can do with the energy, right? When you give your body simple sugars, it's a now or never kind of thing. So what happens is it ends up releasing it into the bloodstream at high capacity, and then your insulin releases, so you get a rush and then a dump.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that over and over again, you build tolerances, and then you get sugar tolerances, and then you overload your body and your insulin's ability to recover.
Yeah.
That's how you become like pre-diabetic to diabetic.
Okay.
So if you want to, you can use carbohydrates them sparingly. When it comes to sugars, you want to after like 40 minutes, that's when you want to start shifting to simple sugars.
Simple sugars. So what would be the difference in between a complex and then a simple sugar?
So Gatorade, if you look at Gatorade, it has simple sugars in it, but they're not corn syrup. If you look at Powerade has corn syrup, so don't touch Powerade. Go to Gatorade.
Okay.
And then with Gatorade, the best thing to do is get the powder in like the gallon thing, because that's the most economic one.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But yeah, that has the real cane sugar, and it's simple sugar. And then it has the electrolyte.
The electrolytes, yeah, which
Yeah.
are good.
So you want those two things after like 40 minutes of ongoing engaged activity.
Okay, so Gatorade still is a good option for post-sports recovery.
Yep. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it helps with recovery.
Even the lime cucumber flavor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's one of the originals.
The lime cucumber flavor?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't see that until like 2019. I saw it in the store for the first time.
I think so. They had two flavors, orange and lemon lime were the first two, I think.
No, lemon lime, but I'm talking about lime cucumber.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's later. It's combo.
The cucumber flavor, yeah.
Right. I've always loved Gatorade, though. Never had a problem with drinking Gatorade.
I like the red Gatorade, though.
Oh, yeah. The fruit punch.
The red 40 isn't going to kill me, though?
It's just bugs.
Oh, it's just bugs? Okay.
It's just bug juice.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you're just eating bugs.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you're not eating their chitin, though. So there's that.
I'm partial to vitamin water.
That's got the fake sugar in it.
Yeah, that's why it tastes gross, too.
Yeah, it tastes like fucking chemicals, sorry.
What? Y'all tripping. What fake sugar? Stevia?
Depends.
Aspartame.
Yeah, it has a mix. So there's a lot of things that have some sugar and then some aspartame.
Mm-hmm.
They try and keep it down.
That's the whole reason I picked it out at the store. Y'all was tripping. I literally avoid all that shit because I'm a huge, Paul Saladino?
Nope.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like his biggest fucking fan. That's why he's the whole reason I changed my diet. Can I find a website that's bright enough for me to see something?
Hang on.
Hold on. Learn Russian.
Vlad, you should focus on your stuff right now.
Wait, hang on, guys. We're gonna take a quick 15-minute break here. We're gonna come back with Vlad's stuff. But yeah, stay around, everybody. We'll be right back.
Sugar. They got cane sugar.
We'll come back with a gun.
I think I know.
You mean like this? 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 You mean like this?
On my knees I cry for hope and peace. Lost at sea I learned to cope and breathe. What could I have done? The body's at my back. Knowledge finds me, none my words will fix all that. I am so blessed with the vision, built to bear witness, leaving nothing to omission. A solitary spy, living with the mission. I am pushing a pistol in your direction, nothing else to mention. A passion that cannot be bought, not for all the concubines, at least not till I'm caught. No king of mine will sodomize. On my knees I cry for hope and peace. Lost at sea I learned to cope and breathe. What could I have done? The body's at my back. Knowledge finds me, none my words will fix all that. They offered me a piece of hell on earth. I never wanted.
All right, stay tuned, folks. If you're there, chat, post your questions in the chat. We'll check you there.
I do, and I always will. So now I'm marked for death, working like a tool, paying off my
Coming back dead.
So now I'm playing.
We're not dead.
We're dead. Everybody, we're dead. Go home. We're dead. We died.
That'd be a good
Smoke too much. Smoke too much weed. We're dead.
Back dead.
I killed us, guys. I smoked too much weed. I killed everybody.
Oh no. Oh
Too
no.
much weed. I killed everyone in the chat.
Oh no.
Shut it down. We're dead.
Don't watch my channel, please.
Yeah, if we're here smoke, if any of you hooligans are out there smoking weed, shut it down. You're done.
I hate
It's over.
You're not allowed to be here. Okay. Well, that was our 3 topics from Buddhist priest. Appreciate you. Those were great. I feel like
Appreciation is a big thing in Buddhism, you know.
Is it really?
So I appreciate your appreciation.
Oh, of course. I thought it was gratitude personally.
I thought it was good. Hopefully, it stimulates some, yapping,
Oh yeah.
online yapping.
Well, speaking of yapping, Vlad.
Here we go with the number 1 yapper. Here he comes.
Yapper in the country, Vlad. It's the floor is yours. What topics have you brought to the show tonight?
I'm really bothered by chemtrails and the fact that they want to change the environment and think they have the authority to do so.
Is that right?
Yes. I also am really pissed at arguing with people on Facebook that don't want to acknowledge the fact that stratospheric aerosol injection is real.
It's
Well, don't worry, Vlad. They asked me and I said it was okay. So I'm the guy who said it was okay.
Yeah. Well, you have to send in a written agreement, right? There's an instant that what?
No, I said I was the king of everything, and then they said, "Okay, cool. Can we do this?" And I was like, "Sure thing."
We gave you the okay on that.
Okay, so we have to take off. We got to get out of here.
Them like introducing moisture into the atmosphere to create clouds and thereby create storms. That's like 100% real. I was like literally taught that in like elementary school. They were teaching us about that. They like attached flares or whatever to the ends of like just like Sunesses or whatever, just Sunessa planes, and would fly them over places, and that would create clouds.
I had a whole conversation with an AI, an argument or something, if you will. I was trying to phrase it as if like I didn't believe in it. I said, in regards to the people that believe in chemtrails, what are their claims about the actual sources of the compounds used in the supposed chemtrails? Seems like a massive supply of these compounds. What's that?
You want to share your screen here with that?
Oh yeah, sure. As long as I don't. What else I got going on?
We'll take a little look. Oh wait. Oh, Bridget left.
Yeah, he's gonna chill in the chat. He tired and knackered. He's gonna get lateral. See if I can share my screen.
Probably smart. Well, thanks for showing up. We appreciate you. Yeah, go ahead and share your screen here, bud.
Okay. It's alright.
Let's take a look.
Here's. I'm just gonna break. I had the screenshot the whole conversation. It's the only way I could do it.
Okay. Is this
So
Claude?
no, this is the Brave AI that's just built into my browser. Yeah, so I asked it about what were the specific compounds that they thought were getting sprayed in the air, right? And they said barium, aluminum, strontium, I ain't never heard of that. Sulfate particles, thorium, silicone, you see, and polymer fiber. I never gonna believe it. I've known about some of this shit for like 10 fucking years because of that Mr. Traumatic rapper I listened to, who's all about conspiracies and like I've learned a lot of stuff about him, like sacred geometry I learned from him and all sorts of stuff. But and I think he claims to be Buddhist. I don't know. Someone's breathing. Are you breathing?
That's you.
I ain't breathing.
There's only 2 of us here.
I don't have a mic on my face. It's above my head.
That's me.
It's literally
all right.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay.
Continue.
So, I was having some, Of course, the AI is going to run cover. I'm not going to read every fucking thing that it said. But basically, it was saying that, people allege that they find these particles in rain samples. People that do private tests, but it's not, of course, scientifically verified.
Of course.
So I had to ask him. I asked it about the feasibility of actually getting it done. Because it obviously would require incredible. Like, they even got, you can see this picture right here, fucking tanks.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit. Yeah, you'd have, okay. So I was asking about the logistics of actually, like, so if the government's up there doing it, which they probably are, if anybody's doing it, it's going to be them. Because they try to deflect and say, oh, well, a lot of people suggest they're attached to passenger planes, but that would be too difficult to hide. And I was like, the government could hide it easily if they did it through the military. And it could just be disguised as the transportation of stuff. But I was asking, where would they get such particles that at this list of shit that it said that was in there?
Yeah.
And it was saying coal fumes. I guess they get the coal fumes would be the place where they got it from. Because apparently that's how they originally discovered it, that the weather could be changed, is coal fumes from like mines or factories or processing plants, whatever.
Yeah.
They noticed that downwind, probably in 18 fucking whenever, they realized that downwind of these places the weather would be, altered. At some point they had figured out that silver, or they could use some sort of silver compound to put in the air, and that would affect the weather, and they used that in Vietnam. I'm actually probably gonna skip ahead because I could probably do this backwards better.
No, that's alright.
What the hell? NMOD treaty. Yeah, they had to make a whole treaty after Vietnam just to, like, so you couldn't use weather modification for combat. Of course, yeah.
Wartime. Yeah, of course.
Of course, nobody's going to listen to that.
Well, you just don't say that it didn't happen.
Yeah, or there actually are
like how they do it here, where it's just like all of the Air Force bases doing constant like test flights, right?
Well, I mean, here it even says the limits and criticism says no ban on development, so they can still be the development of such technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Is fine. You can do research and development, but you can't use it in a way like that. But there's peaceful loopholes, activities labeled as peaceful, so you could come in there with a private company and say, oh, we're helping the rain for better rice fields or whatever.
Exactly.
I don't. And then, but not only that, but there's I guess there's a window, like if it only applies to certain large scale activities, not so much
it's
like
a
you can do
type, yeah. When it's specifically listed as a military operation, all you have to do really is just list it as a civilian or non-military or non-combative purpose.
Yeah, but also the duration of it matters. So if it's only like a 2-day operation, you get in there fast and leave. There's no action that can be taken against that. But if the prolonged activity, then that's when they get you and say, oh well, sorry, what am I trying to say? That's against the treaty,
Yeah.
One piece of history though I thought was pretty cool. It said that the treaty was negotiated between the U.S. and the USSR, and both of them submitted identical draft texts, which I assume that means they're just on board with every point, And this was
or that it was drafted by the same person or third party, which I wonder who that could be.
Oh, that's a good point. It reflects a rare moment of cooperation to prevent a new class of weapons that could destabilize global security.
And here we're using.
It's not ready to be used.
Texas, cause hurricanes and fucking North Carolina and shit.
That was. I'm glad you mentioned that here. Yeah, It's about a hurricane. Project Storm Fury. 1962 through 83, the U.S. government weakened hurricanes by seeding them with silver iodide, aiming to disrupt the eye wall structure. It was ultimately deemed ineffective due to the flawed assumptions about storm dynamics, which means it had
worse.
Yeah. Unintended effects. And then Operation Popeye. That's the military thing, and it says military cloud seeding operation during the Vietnam War using aircraft to extend monsoon rains over the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and the goal was to soften the roads, trigger landslides, disrupt enemy supplies, using silver iodide and lead iodide.
Yeah.
I'm sure those are great to inhale. And then that's the one that led to the treaty. That's when I asked about the treaty. Like,
Well, yeah, and I think that's the thing. The only reason that treaty would probably have been made is because it was U.S. soldiers that were suffering the most because of this. Because all the Vietnamese, they're like, you're used to the crazy rains and shit. Certainly not at those times, but they were better. They were probably able to better adapt to that environment as opposed to the American troops that were stationed there. They're all getting fucking like trench foot and all these crazy bacterial infections from constantly being wet all the time. Fucking.
Yeah, I could not. That'd be hell. They got this cute little name though for the for what they do, the geoengineering now. They call it solar radiation management, because the whole thing, we got to stop the evil sun from burning us all up and global warming us. They're warming us globally. We got to stop that. Because I asked.
You remember that from a couple of years ago? They were saying like that somebody was building. I think it was Bill Gates was like building a device that's going to block out the sun.
I'm glad I didn't hear that. That's horrifying.
This was like
I believe
last year, around the time of the LA fires. They were saying that was who's going to block out the sun. Bill Gates blocking out the sun.
Bill.
I'm a fucking idiot. I spelled sun S-O-N. Oh jeez. Jesus. Bill Gates. Why the fuck is my internet just taking so damn long?
There ain't no way you can't hear
that. Hey, I can actually. Why is it very quiet? Bill Gates' efforts to block out the sun. Yeah, in 2024. Peter Sweden, a conspiracy theorist. Aliens are obsessed with blocking out the sun. Yeah, they're spraying calcium carbonate into the atmosphere to block the sun.
Great.
Oh my god.
And who asked them to do that?
George Soros.
I heard he's not even like a big dog. He's like a low-level guy. He's just kind of.
I mean, his shit is mostly just like funding Antifa and other low-level terrorist organizations like that.
He's goofy.
He's fucking 92 years old.
Goofy. So how he need to stop drinking that shit to keep him alive.
Yeah, drink yeah.
So that's
human baby blood or whatever.
The delicious juice.
That was another thing I was totally on board with, or I was totally right about. A couple of months ago, Russia had intercepted a huge shipment. Let's actually look that up. Russia intercepted a huge shipment of adrenochrome that was headed for the intercepts adrenochrome shipment. This is probably memory hold by now, but like right after that came out, I was like, alright everybody, watch the fucking paparazzi. Watch the paparazzi, some shit's about to go down. And then literally not a month or two later, that fucking shit with Jim Carrey happened, when everybody was like, oh, what the fuck, he looks so different.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. This is like right after this.
Yeah, cloning's been coming up a lot, and they teased it in Res 9.
Yeah, it says right here, Russia intercepts adrenochrome shipment from Israel containing blood of 10,000 children. This is a report leaked from Russian intelligence. Holy fuck. An Israeli vessel. Oh my god. This is a good one.
Whoever leaked that, I hope he's alright. Whoever leaked that, I hope he's alright.
I don't know. Hold on, there.
Probably got drunk.
I'm gonna verify him that I'm not an alien. Oh god, it's fucking taking a million years. Why is my fucking internet so slow today?
The idea that climate must be combated stems from the recognition that anthropogenic climate change possesses existential risk, including extreme heat, sea level rise, and ecosystem collapse.
Thanks, Tomar.
New engineering is not about fighting nature, but about intervening to reduce harm.
From human-caused warming, yeah. So that's where they get their, the idea. Of course, we've heard all that shit. I used to actually be a huge eco nerd. I was. I went to. I was like, I mean, who doesn't like the natural world? You know, it's like I don't want that to be destroyed, obviously. And a lot of these, like, I'm not gonna lie, but a lot of these like more liberal ideologies and stuff in a vacuum, you know, they're very appealing. You know, but when you apply,
that's the point. It's the same thing with all the right wing shit. It's all very appealing inside the vacuum that it's created.
Yeah.
But they're real, especially with like the global warming idea. Or theory, I guess, rather, because I don't think they're allowed to say global warming anymore because it was like proven incorrect. The idea of that when you start to say that like global warming isn't real, it's all fake or whatever, it's because it isn't. There is like the human beings do have an impact on the world and on the environment around stuff. So like if somebody is dumping like toxic waste into your local lake, right, let's say, that is going to have an effect on the environment, and that's going to have an effect on people that are living in that environment. So that's my whole thing with it. It's not that global warming, or it's not that humans' impact on the environment is fake and that we have zero impact on the environment. It's just like the idea of global warming and that the world is going to flood because of me driving a car or 100 million people driving cars is just absolutely preposterous.
We're all fucked. You used a plastic straw, bro.
Yeah, and all the turtles and this, that, and the other. And sure, I'm sure that's the thing. But it's like, how did the fucking straw get into the ocean, right? How did the straw get there? I didn't fucking put it there.
Well, you know, here's the thing. If anybody really cared about... Actually, I think, what did I say about... I asked it in the geoengineering question. I was like, well, if geoengineering is so important about saving the environment and stopping pollution, etc., whatever, then why is it not being targeted in China and India? Why don't they do it there?
Precisely. Well, and that's also part of it is probably just because those countries are so underdeveloped in comparison to like countries like the U.S. who have like 100-year head start on these people.
Actually, great. I thought about that when I was writing this up to the damn AI.
That's exactly why, and they're not willing to listen to Americans.
Yeah, that makes us the easiest guinea pig to try all this stuff out. And what if we find out in 100 years? What if we find out, you know, silver iodide in the air turns everyone into
mutants?
With the 300 limbs, you know, and it makes us
arms growing out of our heads and shit, like all those babies or whatever that.
Like literally, what happened in Vietnam? You know, all those kids that were born freaky and weird. What if it does the same thing? Literally, that's what they were spraying, the silver iodide.
Yeah.
Well, I think Agent Orange was the thing doing the mutations.
And that killed just plant life, and it was just a horrible thing. But yeah, irregardless, like that's the whole argument behind it, is that it's our faults and there's something that we can do to fix that. And it's like, no, it's not about driving electric cars. It's not about not using plastic straws or whatever.
Get stabbed.
It's about holding government entities and all of these people responsible. The people who are actually responsible, it's about holding them accountable for their actions, right? If they're dumping fucking trash into the ocean, that's their thing. We didn't do that. We just made the trash, right? There are ways to compact it and get rid of it, and it creates, doing all of that shit creates jobs. Not fun stuff, certainly, but it is stuff that people are willing to do if they want to work and, eat and to work to survive, more or less, instead of living off of fucking welfare. Whoever's doing that, right?
They already make me sort my damn plastic from my regular trash. I'm like, might as well pay me.
Well, yeah, no, and they should be paying you to do that.
Exactly, create jobs that way. Hire the homeless people to do that. They dig in the trash anyways.
They don't want to work. It's the same thing with the fucking another certain group of people.
They
don't want to do the work because they're not. Nobody's allowing them to work, right? Nobody is giving them the opportunity nor the motivation, right? There is no motivation for them to do such work, right? It just doesn't work like that. If you're already just living for free and you don't have to do any work, why on God's green earth would you give that up? It's so silly. But Buddha's back.
Yeah.
How's your back?
My back's killing me right now.
Damn, brother. Doing some
Let me get the energy drink. Yeah. Well, I took a little bit of water and helped a bit.
Yeah.
But
I took a hydro.
Aspirin and a walk always does it for me. Nice.
Isn't aspirin the one that makes you like dumb or something? You know what's funny? You know what's something we should talk about? Knack.
Hold it. We'll get to the game Knack. We'll get to Knack and Knack 2 in a moment. But
What's
I want to go through this. I want to go through this article about Russia intercepting adrenochrome from Israel real quick.
I want to hear that too.
So, the cargo was labeled as medical humanitarian aid, but what Russia operatives found inside was anything but humanitarian. Sealed cryo canisters, military-grade cold storage units, and vials marked with serial codes linked to black site hospitals in war zones. So that's fun. Putin's adrenochrome task force. He has an adrenochrome task force. Briefed the Kremlin just hours after the bust. Early estimates say the batch was refined from the blood of at least 10,000 children. Many allegedly from the chaos of Ukraine, Syria, and Gaza. Wow.
Get them, boys. Get them.
Yeah, damn, man. Everything I hear about fucking Russia, it really just doesn't sound that bad. Like,
well, they get a lot of bad press for being against the Rothschilds.
Right, yeah. They don't have Rothschild banks or whatever.
Yeah, there's one like two.
Yeah, I read recently there's the UK did like 16,000 arrests over social media posts, while Russia only had like 400. And I'm sure there's like numbers fudging that goes along with that, and of course, like Russia for the past couple of years has been really like hardcore cracking down on a lot of that stuff. But
well, that's what the scene was.
This what?
That's what it was presented as.
Yeah.
Right? But they only had 400 arrests. But there's also the per capita issue.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes it even worse.
Yeah. But yes, just considering the UK is such a small fucking country in comparison. Oh man.
Yeah. Peach, do you have a theme song?
Do I have a specific theme song? I think just the intro music that I used as the starting bumper for my streams. I think that's probably the closest thing I have to it.
What is it?
It's in here. Let's go into. It's called like Fried or something like that. Let's see here. This one. Damn, my computer is just moving slower than hell today. Gotta clear my cache.
Yeah. Clear your cache out.
My cache out?
You gotta blow your cache out.
You said it.
Blow it out your cache, bro.
Although this one is this is a fan favorite. People love this one.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. Fuck, where is it at? Well, that's probably the closest thing I have to the theme song.
Okay.
Why are you interested in commissioning a theme song for me?
I could give you one.
I'll take. Sure.
You want to give it a spin?
Yeah, send it over.
Okay, cool. Check it out. I'm gonna give you a good one.
Okay.
I'll play one right now.
No, you won't. You won't play one this good.
Guys.
Give you a deathcore one.
Yeah, I thought you sent it over earlier.
Hold on just a sec, though.
Alright.
In terms of, do you want more saxophone or more guitar?
Well, I'm partial to guitar, I think, just because that's...
Okay, no problem. We got you.
I think it should be late night sax.
Say no more. Desire.
Like a soothing, like, talk show, like...
I got the MP3 for you.
Send it on over.
And it's
Here we go. All right. This is a world premiere. This is a world first here.
right. Nobody's ever heard this before except me.
Let's give it a listen.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh shit. Very synth wavy. I like that.
Oh yeah, I thought it fit your personality.
Oh hell yeah! Now, I'm wearing sunglasses and driving on the beach right now.
That's right.
I'm Miami Vicing and taking down drug lords. This is sick.
Yeah, you like it?
Ooh, that's nice. It's a nice, 3 minutes, 19 seconds. That's pretty good line.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is it to license this?
$1 million.
$1 million. Okay.
$1 billion.
Yeah, I'll send that over.
Thank you. Your invoice is on its way.
Is this, did you use Shuno for this? Is this premium joint?
Yes, my Shuno. This is a mix-up of all my genres that I like, which is a lot of synth wavy, like new retro. And then guitar stuff. Weeping guitar is what I call it.
Weeping guitar, yeah.
Yeah.
My guitar gently weeps.
Baby. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
This one doesn't have the saxophones as much as the other tracks does. Yeah, and then we can add lyrics, but yeah, we can name this thing.
I'll sing on this. I'll put some lyrics to it. Hell yeah.
What are you gonna say? I'm gay, lick butt.
Something like that. We don't want to get
Yeah.
pause that.
Yeah, it's called innuendo. You want to just use a little innuendo in there.
Yeah. We'll get people coming back for more. But that being said, I think this is largely a pretty successful stream. I think for this first time, we're going to keep it short and sweet. We'll probably have clips coming out with this very soon. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Vlad,
And Trans.
You guys have anything you want to say to the people before we go? Any shouts out? Any links you want them to follow?
I did want to show the trail graph. But that's the last thing.
You got a graph?
You got crime statistics? Let's see them.
It was just a chemtrail graph. Let me see if, I had it pulled up. Word off.
He's huffing the chemtrails again.
Yeah.
He's
be on him.
stuff.
Be off that chemi, bro.
Yeah.
We know it's real.
Make sure.
Yeah, but meantime, you're smoking mold.
My biggest point that I really wanted to make about it is that I'm tired of arguing with people that it doesn't exist whatsoever.
Well, you've got to disengage from them. It's like, oh, look, I've already taken this position, and
Woodworks, bro.
I've resolved it.
Yeah, there's really no point in arguing with some of those people. As much as I do get it, and I do get it.
I'm stubborn, man. I have to.
Yeah.
It's like sport. It's almost like a sport.
Well,
I don't get too.
Well, what you can do
arguing
instead
with a
of
moron only makes two morons.
True.
yeah, and if you really feel the need to assert yourself, you can, instead of making the argument every time, just reference it. You know, if you feel really indignant and
One-liner. I mean, like, because the best one I have for it is that if they don't exist, how did the state of Florida outlaw it? You can't outlaw. Are they going to outlaw vampires and werewolves next?
Well,
It's like obviously it's real.
yes,
Vampires are definitely real, but yeah.
you know they're illegal.
Vampires are illegal. That's
I
what
had
this
asked-
has been after the whole time.
Dude,
I'd asked the AI to get me to like tell me the difference actually between all the different terminologies like geoengineering, cloud seeding, solar radiation management, which is one it gave me, and then chemtrails. Here's what it said. You know, it's got as cloud seeding is, you know, of course, the introduction of silver iodide, which they used in Vietnam,
Yes.
or silver salt, into the clouds to enhance rain and snow.
Sounds
And this
good.
is I didn't even ask for the scale, but it gave it to me. So that's a localized thing. It's something you do that would start a storm in one city. It's proven to be used. It works for decades, increases precipitation.
Yeah, cloud seeding. Yeah, no, they taught me about that when I was in fucking elementary school.
See, I don't remember. I feel like maybe vaguely I remember that, but I probably didn't pay attention at the time.
I just shown a video.
Oh,
it's like an open secret, pretty much.
yeah.
Well, it's not even an open secret anymore. It's not really a secret much anymore. That's what they were talking about with the Texas floods. They were like they had to bring that guy around and be like, yeah, no, it's real. The cloud seeding stuff is real, but I'm not a weather modifier. I'm a geoengineer or whatever. So like technically, it's not my fault that the flood happened and that all these children died.
Somebody was accusing him of it, and so he came out in defense of himself, which isn't hardly ever good.
Yeah.
Anyways, geoengineering is just the broad term for all large-scale climate intervention.
Yeah.
And it said here, it's quote unquote, it's in the research phase, and there's high uncertainty.
Yeah.
Combat climate change via carbon removal or SRM, and then SRM is solar radiation management, which it's the term it gave me, and it says that's involving stratospheric aerosol injection and of sulfates to reflect sunlight. So that's like what that calcium whatever would be the same. Would fall under
that would be the thing that they're using to block out the sun.
It says theoretical with limited testing, but it works.
Oh fuck! Oh my god!
Shut it
Hello?
down.
Yeah, we got shut down for a minute there. We were talking for a minute there. We were talking about the fucking weather modification. We just dropped the stream. Just dropped for a second. We're back now, though. We're good. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. The team's after us.
They've sent the Goy beam on us.
The teams are coming for us right now.
Oh fuck!
You've done it now, dude.
There's a fucking van.
Great topic, Vlad. You've done it again. Vlad screwed the stream up again, Vlad.
He's gone.
I'm here.
No.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, guys, thank you guys, everybody, for showing up and having a good time. We'll have some clips out of this, but yeah. Anything else you guys want to leave the folks with before we get out of here?
New music's coming soon, baby.
Oh yeah.
Drive safe.
Yeah, drive safe. Follow Buddhist Priest on. Well, you got a Spotify?
I'm on most streaming services. Search for topic Buddhist Priest.
Search
to find my albums.
He's got some good
including
stuff.
on YouTube Studio. I'm trying to get better. I try to get better all the time.
That's what we like. That's what we like to hear. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for stopping by. Stick around. We'll be back next week with a new investigation stream with some new stories, new mysteries to solve. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.
You mean like this? You mean like this? You mean like this?
Elephant.